What's up everyone, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself. Today's debut, Beatmania. I don't know how to say this. Is it Beatmania IIDX 24? Sinobuz? Seaside Labyrinth. Oh no, wait, I think the artist is Sinobuz. Seaside Labyrinth, followed by Dirty Android's Midnight Lady Extended Mix. That one's from the channel Ricardo. This is requested by Alkaline, Clockwork, Omega Phoenix, and John. Thank you very much. You know, I was just thinking the other day, I was like, you know what's missing from this channel is just like music-based games. But it can be tricky, you know, because a lot of it's like licensed music. But I'm going to assume that these were made for the game, and that's why they're here. So, yeah. Let's just get into it. My debut of Beatmania. I'm not sure which one Beatmania is. I know it's like an arcade game, but I'm gonna have to Google which one it is because there's so many peripherals. All right, cool. Beatmania, 2DX, Seaside Labyrinth. Are we getting all the visuals of it too? Oh, it's like we're playing. 80 synth. Oh, dude, the vibes here. This is gameplay, huh? This looks like... Oh, it's a rhythm chart game. Jesus. Okay, serious question. Is this like tool assisted, or are people this good? So stimulated right now. There's so much visual candy, and for me as well in my ears. Woo! Wow. Sorry, there's just a lot going on. First time seeing it, first time hearing it. Oh, that sounded like Sonic. Wait, does each song have their own video that plays? A little music video? Oh, it tells you the beats per minute too? Oh yeah, let me look at what Beatmania is. Oh, they have side-by-side cabinets? Oh, man. Konami. Today I learned Konami dip their toes into the music. Beatmania IIDX 24 Sinobuz. What's the name of this game then? Oh, dude. '80s synth funk. Now there's something you don't hear every day. Woo! This is great. You know, I've never played like a rhythm game like an arcade. I've always wanted to. And there's a reason why I haven't played them. I'll talk about that later, but maybe I should know. Oh, I love the bass sound. Guitar solo, of course. Dude, you know what? kind of sucks whatever happened to Konami because they had a really good resume for a while. Snatcher, Metal Gear Solid, this. Their music always hit. I don't know what happened, by the way. I just know people just like them. Wow. So I'm pretty sure I've done at least one, like rhythm game reaction before this. I don't remember which one, but it wasn't too long ago. I could just be having a Mandela effect as well. It's been happening more lately with all these games and songs. Things are starting to blend together. But I'm pretty sure I did a rhythm game recently. So it's all still very new to me. And, you know, I used to frequent a round one not too long ago. Well, actually, it's been a while. It's been like 10 years. For those that don't know, round one is like a Japanese arcade here in the States. Something kind of like Dave & Buster's, but it's just like strictly, well, no. It's an arcade, it's bowling, it's karaoke, and billiards? Something else? Maybe darts? So it's like this huge entertainment thing, but the arcade is like the big draw. It's like a lot of exclusive Japanese games that you don't normally see anyways. And plus, it's like the only like standing arcade these days besides Dave & Buster's. You know, everything else arcade is gone. Well, not in Japan, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's cool to see because there's still a market for it, although albeit small. And I remember I used to always like walk past all these machines because I had to get to, you know, what I was playing. And they're all together, right? Everything's like in order. You have like your claw machines, and then you walk past that, and then you have like where usually all the people are, like the crowds, and that's like the dancing games, the beat games. If you go to like any place that has like a DDR or one of these on a Friday or Saturday night, there's going to be like a group there. Usually they get together through like Facebook or something. I don't even know where they congregate. And man, they go so hard. And that's the main reason I never like approach these games, because they're so intimidating to me. I feel like everyone I've ever met that has played a rhythm game is like, in the nicest way possible, is like such a try hard at it. There's no like casual players of these. You either have never played one or you're a complete expert. I'm exaggerating, obviously, but every time I walk past one, if this is the game I'm thinking of, I would always see people just like, you know, going crazy with it. The one I remember, I think it was called Jubeat. It was like a cube, and it was blue. I don't know how you played it. I just remember the cube because it was so standout. I looked up what the Beatmania looks like. I've always heard of Beatmania. I just don't know which one it was. There's so many. I feel like there was so many games I can't keep track of them. But I'm seeing a picture right here, and there was two of them. There's a lightning model, which looks a little bigger, and then a regular one. I don't know if they had these side by side often, or if it's just in this picture where they're side by side. But I see a lot of pictures, and there's like two next to each other. So I'm guessing they're made to go head to head. But please let me know. I know nothing of rhythm games. I just know they exist. Excuse me. We have first released by Konami in Japan, 1999. Beatmania IIDX has since spawned 32 arcade releases and 14 console releases on the Sony PS2. Wait. 14 releases on the PS2 by itself? Or just 14? Wait, what? They're still making them. The last one was in Japan in October 2024. Okay. Beatmania tasks the player with performing songs through a controller consisting of 7 buttons and a turntable. Oh, that's cool. Oh. I wonder if DJ Hero got their inspiration from that. Hitting the notes at the correct time increases the score, and groove gauge bar, which if equal to or above 80% normal difficulty, will allow the player to clear the stage. Failing to hit the notes at the correct time depletes the player's groove gauge until it's empty. Oh, kind of like Parappa the Rapper. You have to hit a certain amount before you can pass, and that's got to be like on groove. Okay. Man, there's so much to learn here, but basically there's a groove gauge. Oh, I'm looking at the controller. Okay. Well, either way, while I read about that and get fascinated by it, I'm actually very relieved to hear that the music in these games doesn't suck. Not that I ever thought they would, but it makes so much sense that it sounds exactly like this. I don't know how else to put it. I feel like the day that would come that I would hear like rhythm game music, it would sound exactly like this. Sometimes I say like, oh, I wasn't expecting that, or blah, blah, blah. I think in this time I was, because if it's a game completely surrounded by the feeling and the sound of music and the danceability of it, I was like, this has to be amazing. Every single song has to be amazing. Whether they're your favorite, whether they're your cup of tea on like genres, they're still probably like really good. They're either handpicked from artists or they're like tailored. So I have no doubt that the next song is gonna be amazing too. That was amazing. Obviously, I've never heard of 80s synth funk. Maybe, I don't know. Not all of them together. I've heard of 80s, I've heard of funk and synth, but not together. So that was really nice. It hit super hard, and of course the saxophone. But another thing is I find really interesting about this. This is probably one of the only types of games where the music has to be so mixed well, because it's battling other arcade machines and people talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be able to hear it. I think that's exciting. I don't know if these games allow you to like plug in your headphones or something, but I've never seen that. So that's really, really cool. It's something to think about. Like, the mixing has to be amazing for you to walk by and be like, oh. This is Dirty Android's Midnight Lady extended mix. Whew. Did we just hear that? That was cool. The radio station finding it. Did we just hear the song? I love these colors. I love this vibe. It's like synthwave, the squares, the Tron look. Damn, dude. Yeah. I can just tell you now, there's no bad songs in these games. They just sound so good. The bass is super loud, the kick is super loud. The synth is snappy. The guitar's ripping. The funk guitar. I'm looking at more beatmania pictures. God. Oh my Jesus, dude. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like a racing game too. A little bit. But like an arcade racing game. Like it would be like the next machine you'd hear over. It just has such an arcade feel. It makes me feel like The Weekend, and we're just like, oh man. I love all this love to the orange. so intricate. I just thought of something. Are there like an esport of these games? There's like an esport for everything now. I feel like these would be common sense. I'm gonna be honest, dude. This song is not gonna stick with. These songs are not gonna stick with me. But I'm adding them to my playlist so I can just hear them later. They're just really, really good. But they're serving their purpose, right? These are meant to be danced to and played to. Ooh. I'm doing them a disservice by reacting to them. Oh, dude. I kind of want to play this now. I wonder if you can play like an online version of it. Like, is there like a USB controller of the Beatmania controller? I miss tactile things. And beat drop. Damn, Beatmania is good. Woo. Imagine this like at a roller disco. For the DeLorean. Yeah, those are going into the playlist. You know what I think about? I think about weird things, but each reaction is different. I always have different thoughts and feelings, no matter what. I'm not always just gonna be like, oh, well, here the saxophone was doing it. Whatever. What was going through my head during these two was like a thought that sometimes goes through my mind, especially with today's technology, like our phones, which are supercomputers in our pocket. For some reason, my brain kept going back to like, imagine the 70s, you know, the days of roller disco when people would just go outside and dance and do stuff and socialize. Just imagine hearing this song back then, like someone just, like if I could time travel, put this song through the PA and just see everyone's face, just like one of these alien noises of just hard-hitting bass and everything, you know what I mean? It's just, I always think about stuff like that, like noises we have available to us now, like we take advantage of. Like this is amazing stuff, dude. Like it sounds so good. And it is because it is for a rhythm game. It's a music-based video game. The whole game revolves around music, dancing, rhythm, pressing the buttons. So you know it's gonna hit hard. It's gonna make you want to groove. It's gonna make you want to, you know. So it's just, it's perfectly like executed. It's like built in a lab to sound amazing. Now, where I'm curious on the most is, did they just get a bunch of artists? I'm guessing every game is different, but for Beatmania, or at least these two, did they get like well-known artists and like, hey, make a song for this game, or you know, whatever? Or did they have a song already and they made a Beatmania remix to it? Either way, I have a feeling, I know this might be kind of crazy, but I have a feeling that probably some of the best sounding and mixed video game music ever might come from these games. Even though I've heard like nothing from them, it just makes total sense, right? It's their focus, it's their thing. And that's exciting because when I get to hear that, that means I'm going to have a really good time in my ears. And I'm not saying they're like the best songs ever made. I'm just saying they're going to be the best mixed, experienced like couple of minutes for your ears. And I can feel that. That was like, that felt like a roller coaster, like a theme park for sound. That was cool. I want to know more though. I want to know if you played them, if you've been curious about these games too. I know a lot of people, like introverted people, don't even go near these games because they require balls to go up there and, you know, perform in front of people, especially DDR. I'm interested in the controllers. I've seen the turntable one. One question though, for the turntables, for the whole control, I see two, right? I see 1 and 2. Is that 2 players, or does 1 player control that whole wide controller? I've always been curious about this kind of stuff, so let me know about Beatmania and tell me about these songs. Those are cool, amazing. They're going into the playlist. I love this vibe. I love this whole thing, this whole 80s Miami look, whatever you want to call it. It's awesome. Great artwork too. Woo! Midnight Lady. Great name. Thank you to the requesters, and I still have some more music games coming up. Not many though. Not many. Thanks to everyone you see on screen. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse. Peace.